protocol. Gentlemen of the press. It's a great pleasure today to be here and having a discussion on the National Orientation Agency having a strategic plan. I want to say that National Orientation Agency is an agency that I had contact with earlier in my development work, because I have worked in the nooks and corners of this country, and I worked at the community levels, seeing National Orientation Agency covering the whole of the country. They have 777 political scientists at the local government level. And so when we took our work there, earlier I was in public health for about 10 years, and I worked with the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency as well. We collaborated with them on child health, because children are dying in Nigeria like no other place. At that time, we were losing about 2,000 children every year, every day in Nigeria. So many planes crashed for the Nigerian child. And so we worked actively with the National Orientation Agency and the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency. The case is worse now, because our healthcare delivery is not improving, and Nigerian women are equally dying on the maternity death road. That I still leave it with the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency. I think COVID-19 also opened us up that for God alone, what is happening in other places, if it happens in Nigeria, God have mercy. And so we're really, really delighted this morning to be here. Civic education is a purview to core patriotism development. The civic education was removed from the syllabus of the Nigerian schools, and nobody challenged it. People actually did not know when it happened. I was waiting this morning hoping that, the national anthem would be sung on tape, and I would have criticized my friend and brother for that. Because what we have had now is a national anthem is being sung on the tape. Singing it is on the tape, not by patriotic zeal, not by commitment, not from the inside. When we were growing up with civic education, when you want to sing the national anthem, you sing it from inside you. And the lack of political education is what is responsible today that we have a political class that have no regard for the human race. If we work and allow National Orientation Agency to continue its political education. When I was younger, there was this big vehicle that they used, a Land Rover, that goes to places and take political education or education of what Nigeria wants to commit to its children, on a Land Rover. They open their machines. I'm happy to hear now that we have a few of those vehicles, but not the type that will go into the rural areas with giant, tires that can reach everywhere. I do know that the Nigerian government, if they want the citizens to get the message, they will get it. They will get there. But if the government doesn't want, it's a political commitment from the government. It's not enough to establish the National Orientation Agency. You have to give them the equipment to be able to reach. If not, you have, political scientists at the local government level that are there, and they will retire from that place without even energy to touch the real work that they were hired to. So we need to be able to imbibe in that. You sing the national anthem, you say, "Arise, O compatriot." I'm a Nigerian, and a patriotic Nigerian. And I will challenge each and every one of you to hold your own peace wherever you find yourself, because nobody is making it out of this life alive. So whatever you do, you are living it in this world. And so it is very, very important that you occupy. The quality of citizenship in Nigeria is dwindling. And so civic education is the one, and political education will be able to tell the politicians what they need to do. Nigerians need selfless, committed, and dedicated leaders. Where are they today? Nigeria is a hub for the black race. We had the Malam Aminu Kanos. We had the Sadana Osokoto. We had so many of our Nigerians, Nnamdi Azikiwe and all of them. Where is their wealth? Can you point at their wealth? You are having politicians today that are now owning streets. We can deny them if we have the right political education. And so in our collaboration, I also sit as the convener for the Civil Society Situation Room on elections. And it's important that the more than 70 organizations that I represent, and also ActionAid. ActionAid is working in about 22 states across the country, and also contacting all of the states. We need the right education to reach the people. Election is the one that makes us change our leaders. And if we rightly do so, we can choose the right leaders. But the monetization of politics we have now, will we be able to get there? And so we are looking forward to this. I haven't had the opportunity to read the strategy, but I hope that when we go through both ActionAid and the Civil Society Situation Room and many other stakeholders, we'll be able to see where we can work with your colleagues. I'm asking them to locate NOA offices wherever they are at the local government offices, because we are spread across the federation. And so to look at, and also working in the election, we can work with INEC to raise the status. What we are talking about, and the political education, it is your office that can hold it, but how accountable? We are demanding accountability that if this office is established, it has been established. Can we give them the money to do the work so that they can go and give the right education? And right education is very, very important. That those who are looting the economy, we have collaborated with you on the work against corruption. We are on the constituency project where we saw, a lot of politicians were giving money to do something for their community. Many of them took the money and walked away. But we are happy that collaboration with you and ICPC, many of them were able to return to site. This is the way to go. And so I want to say that the sky is the limit. We will look at this and see how we can collaborate, but we want to call on all Nigerians that the spirit of patriotism, I lead a team of about 100 and also partners in different parts of the country, but we have to call on ourselves because our quality matters. Each and every one of you, you need to hold yourself responsible, because knowledge is another thing. We have millions of young Nigerians, I speak on behalf of the youth as well, because we have the youth is our target, women with disability and also men with disability, the young people, women and children and women and girls. We have increased gender-based violence. I need to talk of that before I take my seat. That what we are having today, we are having kidnapping, banditry that is going on. Each and every one of you seated here today, if your child was kidnapped, especially a daughter, kidnapped for 3 months and brought back to you with pregnancy, what would you do? When you put it as personal, it's no longer a data. Parents are suffering. We need to support those who are working. We need to support the military as well. We need to give them the equipment that they deserve and leave them to do their work and depoliticize the issue of security. Thank you very much.